So now let's start with the cytokinesis in plant cells. So that is plant cell cytokinesis. Plant cell cytokinesis. So in case of plant cells, cell wall is present. So this is plant cell. In case of plant cell wall is present. Okay. And beneath this cell wall, cell membrane is present. So this is cell membrane, and this is cell wall of plant cell. Okay. In case of plant cell, cytokinesis occurs by the formation of cell plate at the center of the cell. So this method of cytokinesis is called as cell plate method. Okay, so here during cytokinesis in plant cells, vesicles, the vesicles which are produced by Golgi bodies align at the center of the cell. These vesicles align at the center of the cell, and all the microtubules which are released by the disintegration of spindle apparatus also get aligned at the center along these vesicles. Now these vesicles, after alignment at the center, they fuse together. So these vesicles fuse together to form a thin film. So this is the thin film which is formed by the fusion of vesicles at the center. So above this thin film and below this thin film, a sheath-like structure is formed. So this is the thin film, and above this thin film and below this thin film, sheath-like structure is formed. Now in this thin film, calcium pectate and magnesium pectate gets accumulated. So in this thin film, magnesium pectate and calcium pectate gets accumulated. After accumulation of calcium pectate and magnesium pectate, they get solidified. After getting solidified, it forms a special structure called, thick structure called cell plate. This thin film, after solidification of calcium pectate and magnesium pectate inside it, it forms a special structure called cell plate. Whereas the sheath which is present above this thin film and below this thin film develops into cell membrane. So now cell plate is present at the center. Above this cell plate and below this cell plate, what is formed? Cell membrane is formed. Okay. Now this is the cell plate which is formed at the center of the cell. After formation of cell plate, the cell plate extends from center towards periphery due to the accumulation of more number of vesicles like this. So it extends from center towards periphery. So the division, the cytokinesis, cytoplasmic division in case of plant cell is taking place from center towards periphery. So what type of cytokinesis it is called? Centrifugal type of cytokinesis. As this division is taking place from center towards periphery, this is called centrifugal type of cytokinesis. But in case of animal cell, division is taking place by the formation of furrow which deepens from periphery towards center and divides the cell into two daughter cells. So that type of cytokinesis in case of animal cells is called as centripetal type of cytokinesis. So centripetal type of cytokinesis occurs in case of animal cells, and centrifugal type of cells occurs in case of plant cells. Okay, now let's see about this cell plate. So this cell plate develops into what? It develops into middle lamellum. So what is this middle lamellum? Middle lamellum is the first formed layer of the cell wall of plant cells. Middle lamellum is the first formed layer of the cell wall of plant cells, and it is the outermost layer of the cell wall of mature plant cell, and this middle lamellum functions like cementing layer because it glues or connects the cell walls of neighboring cells together. So like this, one plant cell will be divided into two daughter cells, which is with two daughter nuclei by the end of telophase. So this is all about plant cytokinesis. Thank you, students.